Hey there, happy Friday. It has been a while, hasn't it? Sorry, Siri just thought I asked her to join me. I hope you're having a good week. I hope this week has been awesome for you and you were able to watch this week's hug message on YouTube or here on Facebook or on our blog at Why Not's blog. If you pop in, as you know, I love for you to tell me hello and say hello, and I will do my best. If I see it, I will say hello back. If you have any questions about anything that I'm showing you today, you just let me know. And I just realized that I forgot to put on something that's in the collection I'm going to show you today. So let me put that on. Um, I'll show it to you first. It's actually, I only have 3 of these, and they're just these simple, I call them 3 gemstones of the desert, and they're $13. And I just made these. They just spoke to my heart. These beads are actually poppy jasper, and I love these beads. And it's just really simple. Um, and you can kind of see it here. I'll sit up a little bit. It hangs down just a little bit. You can, bring it up if you want, but it's very, very simple. You can wear it with casual clothes, or you could wear it a little more dressy too. But this is something that you'll see in the shop. Hello, hi. Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. You'll get a kick out of this week's products, because a lot of the products that are part of the Lent collection that I put together this year, I made. They were mostly inspired by the desert, which happens. It's just kind of a funny coincidence, I guess, that this weekend is Super Bowl in my home state of Arizona, and we're coming up on Lent, and all my products that I made, this exclusive collection, was all inspired by the desert. And actually, not, I mean, I thought of the Arizona desert that I'm from, but I've been reading a bunch about a bunch. I've been reading about the desert fathers, and getting a little bit more information about them, and so this led me to create this collection. So, all right, let me jump in. Thanks for joining me again. I really appreciate it. What I wanted to do was to talk about how we can prepare our hearts and open our hearts for Lent, because it is coming up quick. It's in a week and a half. Ash Wednesday is on Wednesday, the 22nd, so 12 days away from today, and so it's coming up quick. And whether or not it's sooner than last year or not, I'm not sure, but it's upon us, and it's time to get our hearts ready for the season. So let me show you one of the first products, and I will do my best to put these links in the comments like I usually do, but I'm going to first link all of the products. And so I'm going to share. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so forgive me if I don't know where everything is on my screen. I'm going to share the, here you go, you can see that here. And actually, I'm just going to fill the screen more. So this is what I just posted in the comments. This is my Lent collection. And as I said here, that all of these products were designed for this season specifically, just as ways that we can reflect and open our hearts to God's graces. Hopefully that we can also spread our light to others during the season as well. So there's a lot of different things. There's obviously my rosaries that I make, and then there's some inspirational items as well. So like this necklace that I showed you just a second ago, some bracelets with saint metals. This Cross My Heart red sandalwood stretch bracelet was inspired by the marriage encounter cross that I grew up seeing in my house. I don't know where it was, but I do remember seeing it. And so I found this bracelet. I did not make this, but I found this bracelet, and it reminded me of that. And so I wanted to add it here. So go out here, check out all the different products. But the first one I'm going to show you is actually this Sunset Rose Gold Door Rosary. And so let me stop the screen share and come back. And this is that item. So it's $45. If you are a VIP member, a member of our Inner Circle of Grace VIP community, you get discounts year round. So if you go to Link Pop, which I need to put that in here. Gosh, so many things, guys. I love doing this, and it's been a while, so I'm so glad to be back. If you go to our Link Pop, you can sign up there and become a Knots of Grace Inner Circle member, and you'll get. I remember that, Mom, that you went to Marriage Encounter, so that's what made me want to get that bracelet to share with everybody. So anyway, back to this. This is one of our signature collections. Speaking of my dad, all of my signature collections were inspired by my stepfather, Jim Hargreaves, who taught us how to work with wood. And so this is a walnut stained stacked cross, and it has a Templar style cross here in the center. And the resin is hand poured. I poured this resin, and the resin is a gold and a rose gold blend. And so it's I'm shaking a little bit, but that's just my shake. And so it's got that little rose goldy kind of, a little shimmer, but not too much of a shimmer. And then I added it to our chocolate rope, which is what I call it. And so, this just reminded me of the deserts or the sunsets in Arizona, and the beautiful sunsets in Arizona. So that is what this cross and this door rosary was inspired by. So I only have a few of them. Something that I don't know if you all know, during the seasons, I only make a small amount of each of our products. And the reason for that is because I want you to have something new. I love unique things, and I believe that most people who buy handmade items like them because they are unique. They're a little different. And so I make, a number of different styles of door rosaries, but I like to do different styles of crosses, find different ropes, different things like that. And so I only make a few of them each season. So this season, I think I only made 6 of these. So there's 5 of them left. One of them is already sold, and so I only have 5 left. And so once the season's over, or once they're gone, they're gone. And as I said, if you are a member of our Inner Circle of Grace, our VIP community, you get year-round discounts. So you can use your discount year-round, and you just go sign up for that. So it would be less than $45. But this is definitely one that you will cherish in your home. And you can see this is one of our other door rosaries. It's a little smaller one. And I'm just going to hang this right next to it. And you can see it hangs down about 14 inches. It seems like, when you say 14 inches, it seems like a lot, but it really isn't. It doesn't get in the way of you opening and closing your door. You do touch it just a little bit, and that's the intention behind it. It's there for you to see it and to remind yourself to invite God into your day. And then, like you saw if you saw the picture, the thumbnail that was posted today before we went live, you saw me holding it. And a number of people actually will take them off of their doors, or they don't even put them on their doors. They use them and they have them on, the chair next to them, or the table next to their chair, and they hold them as they meditate and pray. And so there's so many different ways for you to enjoy your door rosary. But the original intention was to have it on your door so that when you are leaving the house every day, you invite God into your day. Well, thank you, Mom. I think it's pretty too. So that is the first desert item. And then, so that one is called the Sunset Rose Gold Door Rosary. And I will put this one in here for you all as well. The next one is another door rosary, and it's a smaller one. And this one I've called Out of the Desert. And you'll kind of see why I called it that. First off, the crucifix, I made this crucifix. And the crucifix is again with the walnut wood, but it's distressed. So it looks like it might have been out in the desert a little bit and worn and ready for you to pray. And then the rope, this one is much, much smaller. I'll show you the difference between that one that I just showed a second ago and this one. This one is much smaller, and the camera rope, it just reminds me of the desert. So you can see here the different sizes. Significantly different, right? This one I think is about 8 inches, and then this one is 14. Oh, actually, I'm sure I have the dimensions in here that I could be really. It's 7.5 inches long when it hangs on your door. So it is much smaller. This one, is great if you are traveling and you want to take your door rosary with you as some protection when you go to your various places, like travel around. If you travel for business or you travel for pleasure and you want to take your door rosary with you. But you can see this one's just a little bit smaller. But it has just as much impact on your door. And again, you can hold it in your hand and pray with it, or you can enjoy it and use it as a reminder to invite God into your day. So those are a few, including this one. And then I am also wearing another one of the items. Can you see these? No, there we go. I'll take it off my ear, but they're earrings. And these are called, I name them based off of, so these are called Door to Your Heart. And the reason I named it that, so this is, they're golden color. And then it has a rose colored stone or bead. It's actually not a stone. It's a glass bead, and it just reminded me of being your heart. It's pink, right? Let me put it in the correct ear. Sorry, you're gonna hear noise. But you can see they're very lightweight, and they hang down. I think they're about 2 inches long. They're really very simple, and that's me. I'm pretty simple. Those are the products that I bring to you and the products that I make. Things that are simple, things that are clear, things that yes, very delicate, but they're not going to break. Well, at least they shouldn't break anyway, unless you are pretty hard with them. But yes, they do. They are a little delicate feel out to them. But that's the products that I make at Knots of Grace. Things that are direct, things that are clear, things that are pretty much right in your face. Because if you're like me, you need that, because there's too much noise otherwise in this world, and we just need some little clarity here and there. So I did say that I was going to have some prayer today. So I am going to actually just read from this week's gospel. And the reason why I'm just reading from this week's gospel is because it has the message that I've been sharing with you guys for a long time, which is sharing your light. Sharing your light with others. So This one is from Matthew 5, 13 through 16. So if you've heard it, I'm sure you've heard it before, but if you heard it at, during Sunday Mass, you're going to rehear it again. So Jesus said to his disciples, "You are the salt of the earth. But if salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A city set on a mountain cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and then put it under a bushel basket. It is set on a lampstand where it gives light to all the house. Just so, your light must shine before others so that they may see your good deeds and glorify your heavenly Father." So, as we're opening our hearts for Lent, one of the things that I found in our bulletin was talking about how we can share our light for others. And what it got me thinking about was, um, sometimes when you're thinking about, or when I'm thinking about what I'm going to give up for Lent, and sacrifice for Lent, and sometimes it's not always taking something away, even though there's fasting and all of those things that I do. Sometimes it's doing something that I don't do on a regular basis. Now, I think I share my light a lot, but do I get out of the house every single day? Since I'm an entrepreneur and I primarily work from home. And the answer is not always. So one of the things that I've challenged myself this year is to make sure that I'm out every day. And so maybe that's your challenge too for Lent, is to go out every day intentionally and shine your light. So, anyway, just something to think about. We've got about 12 days left before Lent is upon us. And so, just wanted to spark some, just a little bit in your heart to see what you might be thinking of as your way to reflect during Lent this year. So, um, on that note, I only had a couple other things I wanted to share. You heard me talk about our VIP community. It has a name now. It's called the Inner Circle of Grace, and is our VIP community. Um, the benefits are still the benefits. What I'm doing differently now is I actually am sending out 2 newsletters a month instead of just one. So you get, a more in-depth one at the beginning of the month, and then there's a little less, a little like Reader's Digest version mid-month. And I'm sending them out on Tuesdays now instead of Thursdays. So that's new as well, but the benefits are still the same. So you still get your weekly hugs every Monday morning at 7 a.m. right in your inbox. So that way you have your inspiration ready for the week, and you still get your discounts year round. And if you aren't sure what the discount is, I offer our VIP members, our Inner Circle of Grace members, I offer them 12% year round. And the 12% is because of the 12 disciples. So if you want to sign up, I put the link in for the link pop. You just click on that and scroll down, and you'll see where you can sign up. And when you click on it, it'll take you to a page, and you're going to see my face, and you'll know that you're in the right spot. So I hope you join us if you haven't already joined us there. And thanks for joining me here. If you have questions about any of the products, just let me know. You can, I'll be looking at the feeds later. So if you pop a question in one of the feeds, I'll be there to answer it. Or you can always go over to our website and ask, look at all the information and make your purchase and get yourself ready for Lent. Have these reminders in front of you or on you if you are wearing them as well. So that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. If you are enjoying the Super Bowl, I hope you're safe and you have friends and have a lot of fun with each other. So until next week, I hope you have a good one, and Take care. See you next time.